Population 1. It's in the news a lot, it's very popular, everyone's looking forward to it. I think though, more than just the game itself, VR multiplayer has a lot riding on this game for some reasons. Hear me out on this, I'm Eric for President, let's get into it. Let's talk VR multiplayer, its current state, and why I think Population 1 may be this generation of headsets basically litmus test for if straight multiplayer titles are doable, or even worth it from a population count standard. Yeah, that was a mouthful of a sentence, but basically I keep thinking, is it worth it to developers to make heavy multiplayer based games? And I strongly believe Population 1 will be that test for this generation of headsets. But I'm more interested in also hearing what you think. So let's review Population 1 very quickly. Population 1 is a battle royale game built specifically for VR with confirmed crossplay between Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, Windows Mixed Reality, and recently announced for the Oculus Quest as well. Population 1 is a major immersive VR game where you have a huge 1 square kilometer map. You're able to design and build your own structures, similar to Fortnite, and also individual to this game, you'll be able to climb essentially anything you come across, leading to some very interesting tactics. In addition, you'll have to have your wingsuit on 24/7 to glide over the map and get the drop on your enemies. Matches have up to 24 people, which is smaller than some battle royale games, but it makes everything that much more important and interesting to me. Now, this is going to get a little technical, but when you get into VRLFG.net, link will be in the description, and yes, that is a mouthful, this can give a little insight into the current game populations out there for some of the major titles. Please note this only shows Steam VR users, and only those Steam VR users who are also online, so it's not going to count anyone playing super hot completely offline single player. Typically, it's safe to at least double the numbers on this site when thinking across all headset platforms to be conservative. Pavlov and Rec Room, well, they stand at the top along with Onward, which still has a great player base. Contractors, Zero Caliber, PokerStars, and Orbis all come in the next tier to me, and of course these are just some I'm picking out of the most popular. There are other games out there, but you may notice something strange. Those top three, Pavlov, Rec Room, and Onward for multiplayer, well, they're kind of old. Two of them came out in 2016 and one of them in 2017. These are 2 to 3 year old games still holding a very good player base. Then new multiplayer games come in like Zero Caliber, PokerStars, and Contractors in 2018, and while still having a good player base, they have a much harder time holding a steady population compared to the previous 3. Hell, I'll even talk about it again. Let's talk Space Junkies, which came out basically 3 months ago, and it's holding barely at double digits, but mostly under. It's practically dead. Now, yes, there are tons of different reasons why some win big, some do well, and some barely hold on. Gameplay, price, reception, marketing, they all go into it. To me though, the number one thing that matters is that these multiplayer games are all trying to grab a piece of a very small pie. They're all taking the pie that is VR, cutting a small portion out for multiplayer, and then they're all trying to grab a small piece of that already small slice. It's a developer nightmare in my mind. So why is Population 1 to me a crucial point in VR gaming for multiplayer focused games? Well, it has 3 main things going for it, and it needs to do well because Population 1 cannot keep an active community with everything it has going for it as long as it ends up being good. Then to me, multiplayer is a tough sell to any developer to invest in. Look at what Population 1 has going for it. It's got familiarity. Everyone knows what a battle royale is. Someone buying this game does not need to learn to ride a bike again. Most people, whether they play battle royales or not, understand the general concept. Additionally, this game takes a lot of concepts from other games, one of them being Fortnite, which already has huge appeal. So I feel the marketing of this game will be on the easier side compared to a brand new IP. But most importantly, it's coming to the Quest. Yes, this can cause its own issues, and this is not a debate between headsets, but it's undeniable that having it on the Quest opens up the player base and it adds tremendously to the population of the game. Accessibility will be at an all-time high for a game concept that is familiar and friendly to all, and that has so far had great first impressions of gameplay. With all this put together, if Population 1 ends up being a terrific online-only battle royale for VR that people who play it love, but the population dwindles, rides low, or even causes matchmaking issues in the future, I wonder if developers end up cutting out multiplayer games and wait until further down generations where more people own VR headsets. I could see multiplayer cut for single player and co-op only. Well, that may not be a bad thing in this current generation. It may actually work out. Just something to think about. But I'm interested in your thoughts though. Do you think Population 1 has any bearing on the VR multiplayer future? Let me know in the comments, leave a like to support this video specifically, and subscribe if you like more of these types of videos. I'm Eric for Present, see y'all later VR Space Cowboys. Bang.